All right. It is Friday, June 12th, 2020 at 2:03 p.m. All right, guys. So, it is wildfire season again. We have some wildfires happening in Arizona. It says Arizona emergency responders face a roaring wildfire amid a worsening pandemic. It says Arizona's Bighorn fire, which began smoldering June 5th after a lightning strike, has grown to more than 6,200 acres, and it's tearing through the suburb of Catalina foothills, about 10 miles from Tucson. Residents in the area face evacuation orders with 7,400 homes at risk. The United States faces an extreme weather season like we've never seen before. Scientists predict an extraordinarily hot summer, one that could put 2020 on track for the hottest year ever. There are the perfect conditions for out of control wildfires, and we're going to see many more of these fires throughout the summer and fall. The National Weather Service has issued red flag warnings for California, Nevada, Arizona, and Utah on Friday, meaning the states are experiencing dry and warm weather conditions that could turn a small fire into a devastating zone. Last month, I attended a workshop for journalists about covering wildfires. That's what this article says. Let's go to the next article about Arizona's Bighorn wildfire facing evacuations near Tucson. The Bighorn fire burned around 7 square miles and was 10% contained. The fire was sparked by a lightning strike. Tucson recorded its hottest May on record. Residents in the area of Catalina foothills near Tucson, Arizona were told to evacuate, and others were put on alert as the raging wildfire sparked by lightning and fueled by hot, dry conditions grew larger Thursday morning. The Bighorn fire expanded overnight from about 5 square miles to 7 square miles and was 10% contained by Thursday afternoon, according to an update from the Coronado National Forest. The evacuation order was issued Thursday afternoon for an area of the northern foothills. Fire crews were conducting a backburn in the area in order to protect homes and property. If you are in this area, evacuate now. An alert from the Pima County Sheriff's Department said, move south away from the Catalina Mountains. Do not delay leaving the area. Deputies are going door to door to alert residents who may not have received these messages. Nearby residents not in the evacuation area were told to get ready and go to consider leaving voluntarily. Multiple fire trucks, 5 hotshot crews, and 3 helicopters were battling the blaze, and additional assets were being called in. Nearby Catalina State Park was closed due to the blaze, and here are some photos from social media showing the lighting of the sky overnight. Since the Bighorn fire is getting pretty crazy, some foothill residents could possibly be evacuated. Here are some photos. Let's take a look at these photos. Okay, let's take a look at these photos. Wow. That is intense. Look at this. That house just standing right in that canyon area, right where all those fires are. That is intense. The next photo, you see it in the distance, lighting up the sky. The next photo, wow. That is a lot of fire. It almost reminds me of Mordor. It reminds me, of like a volcano, like lava would be coming out. There's a lot of fire. Alright, guys. Alright, let's take a look here. These are wildfire and smoke over much of Southern California. Smoke is hanging over much of the U.S. Southwest because of the wildfires in Mexico, Arizona, and New Mexico. The California Air Show shows heavy smoke from the Mexican border over San Diego and Los Angeles area, extending to Visalia and the Central Valley. The principal cause of the clusters of wildfires east of Tijuana, Mexico, a prescribed burn in the area of Calaveras Big Trees State Park is creating a smaller plume that extends to Lake Tahoe area. The burning is expected to continue until Monday. Highway 4 remains open. That's for California. Okay, let's take a look quickly here at the U.S. wildfire map. Let's see if this loads. Okay, so we have some wildfires happening in California area. We have some in the Colorado, Arizona area. We also have some up there in Utah and in the. Let me zoom in here. In the Utah area as well. These are the fires that were happening over Arizona, Tucson. You see here, Bighorn fire right there at the bottom. Alright, guys. There's plenty of fires going around. I'm going to leave the links in the description so you guys can check out your own wildfire map and if you want to take a closer look. But it's pretty much wildfire season with all this dry summer heat starting to happen. The storms didn't bring a lot of rain to the west side of the country, so it pretty much is drying up over there. So let's keep our heads up, and an eye out for if you live in these areas. Listen to the emergency management telling you if you need to evacuate these areas, and stay safe, guys. See you next time. God bless.